Hello, ministry team leaders. You are receiving this video in the email because we have identified you as a ministry team leader, and we want to share with you information about the upcoming ministry fair. We wanted you to know how we would like to kind of have this happen. It's got more of a vision to it than maybe we've had in the past. When we were first given the task to organize the ministry fair, we really talked about what is the goal and the purpose of having a ministry fair. And it's twofold. It's number one, to have people have the opportunity to engage in your ministry by giving them the opportunity to sign up to be a part of your ministry. But it's also to communicate all the different ministries that Zion Church has, because we have a lot of people that are attending Zion Church now that were not here the last time we did a ministry fair. So a couple things that are going to be different about this ministry fair than it has been in the past is, first of all, it's going to be 2 different times. Same morning, but there'll be one after each service. So as soon as the service ends, the first one will go from the end of the 8:30 service till 10:30. The second one from the end of the 10:30 service until 12:30. I'm going to highlight this because Karen's going to talk about it again, but we really would like for you or someone from your ministry to be at your booth at all times. Because as we continue to share information here, we are really trying to make this an interactive ministry fair. So the second thing that's going to be very different is we're going to be having the ministry booths spread out throughout the whole church. And again, we will have you in areas that are associated to your ministry as closely as we can. Karen and I have already plotted out where everybody's going to go, and we'll be letting you know where your spot is once you let us know that you're wanting to be involved in the ministry fair. That leads us to our theme. So we have this idea of a quest, because for us a quest was a little bit more than maybe some other words could represent. For us, quest represented commitment, and we feel like that is really where our ministries are and want to continue to grow, is that we have committed people that are enthusiastic about the ministry that they're being involved in. And we want that enthusiasm and passion for your ministry to be really highlighted in this ministry fair. And so in order to accomplish that and to help others catch that vision, we kind of wanted this to be a little bit more vacation Bible school style. So we gave you an idea here. We're going with a travel theme. We're going to have suitcases around. We really are wanting you to be prepared and have that enthusiasm. It made me think of Pastor Josh's sermon from Sunday, Be Ready. This is part of being ready so that you can show that enthusiasm that you have for your ministry. Everybody will be receiving a map that will have a part of the Zion Church on there, on the locations, and Karen will talk a little bit more about how that's going to work, but they're going to actually get a stamp. If they come to your booth, you'll stamp where your spot is. Again, trying to get that interaction point. If you're like me, when you first heard, I don't know how this is going to work with all the booths being spread around the church, how will people know? Well, we had this idea if we're going to have tour guides. And they're going to have these bright yellow vests with blue bandanas, and they'll have signs, and they're going to be able to help people get to wherever your ministry is and all the different ministries to get around. We are also encouraging you, not saying you have to, but again, trying to create that interaction with people and you and your ministry. If you want to do some sort of a drawing for something at your booth, for example, if you're the garden committee, maybe you want to have a drawing for a trowel or a flower pot, or the kitchen committee, an apron. These are just ideas. Whatever you want to do. Or an activity, the shut-in list, people having a bunch of cards available so people could write notes to the shut-ins. That would be a really cool thing. And if you want to dress the part, I know that Karen and I are going to try to dress touristy, and I think Pastor Josh is going to do something. I'm not quite sure what that day, but we encourage you to embrace this day. Karen's now going to go into more of the details of what you would need to be doing and expect before, during, and after.
So just again, kind of pointers to get you started and get you rolling, because I'm sure there's a lot of questions going on and how do I want this to look. So just thinking before, as you can see here for hospitality, we do have a board created. Very simplistic amount on there. There's not a lot of words because, as we know, with PowerPoints and such, people aren't going to read everything they see on there. So just something that's a quick visual to grab people's attention and bring them to your area. You'll notice across the top there is a header that has the hospitality on it with a map. We do have one of these that we are creating for each different ministry. So we will be giving you this piece to put across the top of your board. It'll just create a consistency among all of our booths. So we have that map going along with that quest and then our ministries. You also notice that we had some decoration as well. We just used some suitcases. You can add other things that are going to, again, draw people into your ministry that are related to your ministry. So things that you might want to include in that. So just the first thing is just kind of thinking about that area, what you want in it, how you want to create it. We are thinking to use more card table size tables instead of long Sunday school tables or longer tables that we have. So if you have a card table, that would be great for you to bring along when you set up. Or if you need one, you can let June know, and we have some available, and we can kind of keep a list of those and how many that we need. The display, oh, I just talked about that, sorry. So we're going to need those tables, so if you need that, let us know. If there are any items that you're going to need photocopied, if you have things you want to hand out at your booth, just make sure that you give those to June as well, and we'll make sure copies are made and available for you. June will have a sign-up sheet already available where people can sign up for your ministries and be part of that, and so they'll be available that day. The setup for the event will be on Saturday, September 10th from 9 to 2, so June and I will be here throughout that day. You can grab your supplies, come in anytime during that day and set up. We'll let you know where to set up throughout the church, and you can be here on that day for that.
If you can't come that day.
Go ahead.
I'm sorry.
No, go ahead.
If you can't be here that day, contact me and let me know, and we'll set up a time that I'm here and we can get you set up.
Yep. And during the event, like June had said before, please plan to be here for that entire event, or somebody to be at your booth the entire event. At the end, Pastor Josh's intentions is to end his sermon and the service about 10 minutes early on that day to allow people to get out and visit these different areas throughout the church. So at the end, perhaps a few minutes before the end of the service, you're going to want to bring that topper into the sanctuary or into the CLC to kind of display it in the back and get people excited and want to follow you and learn more about your ministry. So those toppers can kind of come on and off so we can make that happen. And just again, like June said, we're just trying to create that excitement and enthusiasm for these ministries that are taking place here at our church. Once at the end, like around 12:30, we'll clean up. And at that point, you'll have all those sheets where people have signed up for your ministries. You're going to bring those to the Welcome Center, because in the Welcome Center, during the entire time, there's going to be an information booth available. I will be at that booth and be there for you if you need any assistance during the event or before the event, or anything you need from me that I can help with. There will also be other information pieces down there for everyone. And there will be tour guides available in yellow vests to help you as well if you need anything. And speaking of that ending point, each booth will have a stamper at it and a little stamp pad. So as people visit and interact with you at your booth, we do ask that you stamp their map. And then when they come to the end, they're going to bring their maps to me as well in that information booth with 3 stamps on it. And they will be entered into a drawing as well for some local gift cards from local places. So please encourage them to at least visit 3 places and get out there and learn more about what we have here at Zion to offer for people to continue to grow. We've said a lot, and there's going to be information with this email in writing to reiterate what we said, but we are going to offer 2 sessions for you on Sunday during Sunday school time from 9:30 to 11:30. It's a little longer than Sunday school time. And this is going to be on August 21st and August 28th in room 101. So if you have any questions at all, or you just want to bounce ideas, or you need help creating a display board, I will be more than happy to meet with you and talk with you on those Sunday mornings. So
all right,
that kind of gives you a nutshell.
Yeah, so we just want to end with, be sure to get back to me. The deadline is next Monday, August 15th. Please email me, let you'd like to participate. If there's any extra questions that we haven't already covered, we're happy to answer those. So looking forward to hearing from you. Have a great day.